Hypixel, one of the biggest Minecraft servers, in fact, the biggest Minecraft server, with a continuous growing player base, except if you play Bedrock, but like, who does that? Like, who would do such a thing like, play Bedrock edition? There are no Bedrock players. Hypixel, as big and as large as it is, one may dawn on the question, what would it take to beat Hypixel? What would it take to win the trust of the players? What would it take to take the loyal players and bring them over to a different server? What would the server have to do to break the limitations of Hypixel and bring diversity to the Minecraft server community? Well, that's what this video is about. We're about to take a deep dive. Pretty clear that Hypixel has cemented their reign as the alphas when it comes to Minecraft servers after they knocked Mineplex out of the park and took a humongous chunk of their player base. When I say chunk, I don't mean 16 by 16 chunks in Minecraft. No. For all you nerds out here thinking about 16 by 16 and how to calculate the Pythagoras, what is wrong with you? Get help. I mean, a bulk of Mineplex players came over to Hypixel for obvious reasons, some of which include poor management, the security issues, not listening to the players, lack of updates, the cheater problem, no new fun game modes, and a bunch of other stuff, which we won't get into today. Now, to be fair, Hypixel still has some of these problems, notably the cheater and the updates problems, minimally. Now I say minimally cause Watchdog, aka Hypixel's anti-cheat, tries to eliminate cheaters. I mean, I try to do my homework. Doesn't mean I do it, but it's the effort that matters, right? Right? Okay, at least they update skyblock consistently, because skyblock is the only game on Hypixel. As you may or may not know, Hypixel has recently updated skyblock. Yes, you heard me right, more skyblock. Wow. Like Hypixel really doesn't really care about any other game other than skyblock. Like skyblock is the priority. When was the last time Duels was updated? It's just because the community started complaining that they recently updated Duels. Just a tiny light update. Not like they added anything major. Seriously, Hypixel is getting a bit on my nerves. Like, they should just move skyblock to another server. Like, it causes lag, lots of problems, a lot of things wrong with skyblock. Damn. Now, sorry for the unnecessary ramble, let's get into the main source, the reason you clicked on the video. So grab your big boy pants, your power cards, your listening ears, and some milk, cause it's about to get spicy, only for the pro gamers. Let's get to it. So the first thing the server would need to do is to be as Hypixel was, by striking and launching at the perfect time. What do I mean by this? Well, to understand, we would have to go back to simpler times. The Kohi days. The Hypixel overtaking started when they released their quote-unquote banger mini-games. They launched them when the cracks started appearing on the walls of Mineplex. If Hypixel had released the mini-games when Mineplex was at its peak, Hypixel would get maybe a few players good and fine, but those players would only maybe stay for a few weeks and still go back to Mineplex because it was the bigger server at the time. But as you see, Hypixel released the minigames at the perfect time. Mineplex did not expect Hypixel to rob them. There wasn't much back there at Mineplex for the players to go back to, after experiencing better minigames, managements, and better anti-cheat. So they stayed at Hypixel, and the rest is history. So as you see, timing is key. Yeah, I rhymed. I should become a rapper. I'll be a little gag. I'll be like, take your time to make it sublime and blind. Yeah, awesome.
No, 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 no. Oh, he tried it.
Okay. You might ask, hey GAGIAN, are you sure that Hypixel is gonna have a crack, so to speak? Well, and to that I say, everyone is gonna have a crack. How, you might ask? Well, the answer is Jeb. You know Jeb, the guy who runs Mojang. I think he's the head of Mojang. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah. If you don't know, Jeb has been working on making Minecraft PvP and combat mechanics better, with his latest combat test snapshots receiving the most positive reaction from our community, which means we are close to getting back a more superior form of PvP, aka 1.8 PvP, but better, in the latest version of the game. Not just some trash, slow, every fight 30-hour PvP that only appeals to the survival players. When this update happens, it's gonna crack everyone. The server that would like to beat Hypixel would need to launch their server in this version and have their core version in this version, and then release their own banger games. If the games are any good, it's a sure bet to rack in players in the thousands, as Hypixel would be taken unawares. Timing, my friends, is everything. Next thing to beat Hypixel on my list would be to fix the lag, fix the cheater problem, offer equal updates across all game modes. In essence, avoid Hypixel's problems. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, just don't do their mistakes, like make it better. I mean, they need to develop a jacked anti-cheat that makes cheaters cower in fear. And the anti-cheat needs to be incredibly accurate to avoid false bans and these kinds of video titles and thumbnails. Another thing they would need to do is to release games that have high content value. What do I mean? I mean, the games would need to be entertaining to watch YouTubers play, because believe it or not, YouTubers are a major factor when it comes to server growth. I mean, YouTubers can make and break servers. It just takes a few videos to stick your server in the grave. Let's take a look at Hypixel and Technoblade. Now, I think we can all agree that Technoblade is a valid part of Hypixel's success. Don't get me wrong, Hypixel was good on its own, but he helped promote the entertaining server minigames by playing there and making videos on there. Now, Hypixel at this time still needs YouTubers, believe it or not. If all the YouTubers started making videos on a totally different server, Hypixel's player base would slowly dwindle, because everyone would like to play what their favorite YouTubers are playing. So that says a lot about games in general. Always make them entertaining to watch someone play. An example of an entertaining game would be Manhunt. Think about it. Imagine if you could just queue Manhunt with friends or with random people without having to get friends to play, if you have one of those, or pay for a server host. The game mode would bang. And also, no, I am not a dream simp. I just find his content entertaining. Yeah, I see you there typing dream simp in the comments. Please stop. Yeah, you there. Stop. Stop it. Yeah, I'm watching you. Watching you. On the topic of Dream, the server may have to sponsor a big YouTuber like Dream to promote their server, and should also be able to handle the initial stream of players coming in from Dream's video in this case. Because you see, a lot of servers have this problem. When they announce their server via YouTuber or any large platform, they aren't able to handle the initial impact of players. The server ends up lagging out and crashing. By the time they restart, most of the players will give up on logging in and they will just lose players. Examples of this situation include the Socks for One server, LTT server, and a few others I can't think of now, but hey, whatever. Now, these points I'm about to mention are very innovative. Trust me, this is big brain stuff. The server would need to have a face. That face needs to head the community management. The face would be the one to be asked every stupid question, to be engaged in every foolish argument. They would be on the side of the community. They would be the ones to calm the community down. When the developer, staff, or possibly the owner messes up, they would help to ensure transparency between the community and the server. This face and his teams would be the one to battle and clamp down on toxicity, because the next thing on my list is toxicity.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay?
As some of you already know, like everyone literally knows this, toxicity is a major problem in our Minecraft community. It's like super bad. Super bad. Especially the practice servers. I mean, those guys have a lot of trouble. The server would need to have a strategy to combat toxicity as a whole. Now I have a strategy, but it's a cringy but effective one. Like, it's really good, but it's cringe, and we don't want that here. Like, we are the anti-cringe. We don't need no cringe. Yeah, and I'm not talking about it in this video because it's also gonna make the video longer than it already is. Like, look at the video, it's quite long. But if you want it, tell me in the comments and leave a like at your discretion. Lastly, this one kind of depends on the type of technology that is out at the time. I guess it still sort of falls under the fixed lag issue, but whatever. Server could make it so the Australian ping problem, aka the no KB problem, is solved. Everyone would be able to log in from their respective proxies like EU, NA, AS, AU, AF, and still be connected and playing with each other on the same server with lower latency or ping. Lastly is that the owners of the server would probably be guess who is it? Mojang, because they're probably the only ones who have the manpower and the funding to be able to go toe-to-toe with Hypixel. Think about it. If Mojang on default put a server on the multiplayer screen, don't you think a bunch of players would join? Just because it's the first server on the multiplayer screen. Also, Mojang have a higher capability to make a better anti-cheat and make better server features, add better server features, considering they are the ones who develop the game, and they are more likely to drastically minimize lag. And to that I say, okay, now you might ask, why did I make this video? Is it because I love or hate Hypixel? Well, I love Hypixel, and I would hate to see them go, because to be honest, they aren't innovating enough at this time, which is why we need servers to compete with Hypixel, because competition leads to innovation, and monopoly doesn't lead to innovation, because it's really bad that there isn't really anyone combating them. They aren't really tussling with anyone Because if there were, there would be a split, there would be a divide, there would be more competition to provide better content, to bring more creators, to bring a higher charge, to make it solid. Now, monopoly isn't nice. Competition is nice. We need competitors to change that, and also help produce more awesome and upcoming creators and better variety content on YouTube and elsewhere. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. It was a journey, but we got there. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Please leave a like at your discretion and consider subscribing. It's free, you can always unsubscribe later. And also, feel free to share the video with your friends. Don't forget to leave a comment. Okay, bye! Also, you can call me GAGIAN. I'm here now.